Hey, ARESxGOD here, and it's time to talk about Frieren, and it seems this episode showed us that everybody has a reason to fight, but the first half was really focused on that theme, so to say, and I really liked Vribel. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing his name, his interactions with the characters. I hope we get to see more of him, but the second half, there seems to be a lot more to the title of first class mage with the introduction of Serie, this new character that we have here in the series. So after this one, I'm even more excited about the world of Frieren. So let's get into it and talk about it. Now, at the start, we have Ubel with that Slovak versus Vribel. Kind of gave me a bit of Sukuna vibes with her power. She seems to be able to cut things in a very short range around her. That seems to be her magic. And on the other side, we have Fern, literally overwhelming Ehre. Again, sorry if I mispronounce names. Like, she couldn't believe what was happening. Fern just went with a Gatling gun of of spells that I can't wait for her to go wild. But also, probably my favorite character this episode was Rebel. With his magic, apparently is binding magic. Like, the person that he's looking at, he needs to see the full body and keep them in his eyesight. He can bind them. Reminded me a bit of Hunter x Hunter in a way, with Kurapika's chain, how he can force people in a Zetsu state from then. Like, you can't really use your mana, so you're stuck there. Basically a free kill. But what I liked about him was his motivation, his personality. Honestly, I kind of like him quite a lot. Just at first saying he just wants his bird. And Ubel kind of got out of that, distracting him a bit with his eyesight, throwing the bird in the air there. But he quickly catches her again after this. She almost gouged his eyes out. Now, Rebel seems like a pushover, but he's not that. I think he's a bit more in control and choosing when he kills people, even though in his background we see that he was a mercenary. This is why I like characters that I have two extremes, so to say. You have characters that never kill, and you have characters that always kill. I kind of like a middle ground. I'm leaning a bit more to being able to kill. Of course, not innocent people and things like that, but sometimes the situation requires it. But here, Rebel, his first move wasn't to kill. He just wanted a bird, but he was also willing to go through his skill, showing his history. He was a mercenary, like kids being sent to war in his area there, so he went through hell, which kind of became normal life for him. And he still has that easygoing personality in a way, even though Ere called his personality a bit evil there, but he seems like a more decent guy than I expected him to be. I kind of went in, hey, this guy's gonna be an asshole, right, from the description and first impressions we got of him. Like, honestly, that's not what I went with after this episode. So he was the best character for me in this episode here. Now, also, when he was just about to kill Rebel, we have her making a very good point, saying that the magic that people master, or the magic that they use, is very tied to themselves, their person, how they are. It's kind of very revealing, which is very, very true. Now, right as he was about to kill her, we have Fern coming in with the perfect timing, to taking him by surprise there, stopping him. Even lie. I really like how confident she was in the lie. Yes, I killed her. Very easy, no hesitation there. And this is why I liked Rebel. He admits defeat. They're saying there's no point in this fight anymore. We're already disqualified. There's no reason for us to keep fighting or keep doing this. Even though Ubel wanted to attack him from the back, he was like, if you're gonna do that, I'm gonna put you back on my kill order, so to say. I'm paraphrasing a bit. Now, I don't know where to place Ubel. I'm leaning more towards she's gonna be evil, But does that mean we're gonna have some infighting, Fern versus Ubel, if she's gonna do something actually evil during the exams, or is she just more willing to kill? Then we had the example with Rebel. She's gonna kill as a last resort. I think she's on the other camp. Her first resort is killing there. Then on the other side we had more fights throughout the exam. Land versus Sharf. Again, sorry if I mispronounced the name. Sharf kind of reminded me a bit of Byakuya, the way he used those petals to make them in blades. But he lost very easily against Land and his illusion / clone powers magic there, because the clones were actually tangible. He could catch him there and defeated Sharf very easy, and everybody commenting how good of a liar Fern is, even Rebel when he found Ere there, being surprised that Fern literally leveled the ground around them there. So yes, I do hope that we're gonna see Rebel even more. After this, I was laughing so much when he had to carry Ehre. She didn't want to be carried like luggage. He had to give her a piggyback ride, and then he had to carry Sharf. But he was the luggage in this time. So pretty fun first half, quite a bit of action. I like that the fights are decided also by magic output, but also by technique. Here we kind of had a bit of two in a way, like Fern completely overwhelmed that fight there, and then Rebel and Ubel was a bit more technical than just, hey, who has the bigger magic output here. Now also we get a bit of more background for Ehre and Rebel. Apparently he saved her village, and the reason why he fights is because at some point he was in love with a girl from his village, but she had to move away because of the demons attacking. Now, just wanted to show off, promised he's gonna kill demons just so she would come back, and even admitting that he doesn't really remember her or her face, her voice, and anything, but he stuck with that memory there. Now that made me think, is Ehre that girl, if she said that at some point he saved her village, or was she just a girl in a village that he wound up during his mercenary days? It would be quite funny if she turns out to be that girl. And she said something curious. She wants to introduce him to her grandpa, very powerful mage in the future. So hopefully we get to see more of them, especially Rebel, because they haven't failed yet. They get lucky, they catch one of the birds very easily with his magic there. So that was pretty much the first half of the episode, which, like I said, I like Rebel quite a lot. The fights were awesome. I like the exam so far, and we're gonna have a bit more with it. Then we have Frieren, Sparty getting attacked by Denken, Richter, and Laufen, the girl that at first I thought she has teleportation magic, but no, her magic is, what was the name for it? Something J. I can't remember the name, but Frieren knew about the magic. She can move at very high speeds and allows her to steal the burst. So now Frieren's party, Kana and Lavin have to find a way to get it back or get a new one. Oh, Gilver, the name of the spell. But also I liked Denken. He seems like more the experienced type, the old guy that has been through a lot, knows who Frieren is there, and reveals to everybody, or confirms for some of them, that she's Frieren, the one from the heroes party. Now we also see a bit of the proctors, or the test givers, Sense and Genau. They have very different views on how the test should be. Sensei is a bit more reasonable, and Genau feels like that very extremist, traditional kind of guy. Like nothing has a limit for how far he would go to test the mages there. Kill them, put them in very weird situation, even making the test very hard with the bird that is against mana detection. They're saying that luck is a skill, which I can see, he kind of has a point, but also feels a bit extreme in a way. I hope we see more of them there. Now, the curious thing we have here, the confrontation, Frieren and Denken, I liked it because Richter was willing to kill, saying to Denken, hey, just keep them busy, I'm gonna kill all of them, because there's two conditions to pass. You need the bird and also your party members to be alive for you to pass the test. So one of them dies, missing or whatever, you can fail. Now, Denken saying there's no need for this, just for this title doesn't really have that value. Frieren agrees. He just wants to stall them and put them to sleep, at least the kids there. Now, the curious and big thing that was revealed this episode in the last part of it, thanks to Richter, apparently there's this huge privilege if you get the title of first class mage. The new character being introduced here, Serie, the founder of the Magic Association, she wants to reign over humanity's magic, and she promised for those that get the title any spell, any wish for them there. So of course a lot of them are gonna go for it, some aren't gonna go for it, they don't really care about that, but it's a very big promise of something enticing to have there. And apparently she knows almost all spells, like being called the living grimoire there, which made me very interesting. We're probably having a elf older than Frieren if she has all of these legends around her, and by the way she looks, I think, did we see her at the beginning of the anime in a flashback or something? I kind of remember the scene or a frame with her sitting in that throne. Let me know in the comments if we saw her in the anime before, or maybe I'm misremembering something. If it's spoiler, don't tell me there. So yes, we have Kraft also being probably older than Frieren, and now we also have Serie here, who I don't know, or she somehow has a connection with Kraft. Is she just way older than him also? But I'm very interested into her, and this privilege with the first class mage is gonna be interesting. I'm curious what spell would everybody choose, and is Serie gonna be evil? Is she gonna be good? I have no idea, but something to look forward, so to say, there. Then we have the fighting started, Richter separating Frieren from the two girls, taking them up with earth magic, kind of making this huge plateau there. Then we're gonna have Denken versus Frieren, saying he's gonna win. Like, no, not win. I feel like Gojo moment here, Denken. I don't think you have this in the back, but yeah, overall really good episode here. First part, second part, and something to keep us even more hooked, like we weren't with Frieren, with this new character that we have here. So I'm very excited for next week, and let me know what you guys thought about the episode. What character was your favorite from this episode? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. Make sure to check out the podcast also, because anime. I'm gonna see you again on the next one. Bye bye.